Welcome back, everyone. We are back, week 2, Adrenaline Tricking League live, any and everything tricking. Obviously, we are leading up to our huge event, November 14th and 15th, Resort World, Las Vegas. Of course, with me, we have our founder and CEOs, Jimmy Kane, Maguire Kane. Jimmy, planning this event. This is huge. How are you feeling?
This is everything we have asked for, everything we've wanted. We've been thrown into the fire a little bit with how short of notice it is. But gosh, Maguire and I have been talking about doing a league or doing what we're doing now for the past 10 years, really, when we started Adrenaline. So to have this opportunity to really kick it off in such dramatic fashion is amazing. And one thing before, kind of getting Maguire's opinion on it that I'm excited about is that there are no rules to this league. Tricking is its own sports art hybrid, and we can really do anything we want with it. And you're going to see a lot of unique things to tricking at this first event. How you feeling about it, McGuire?
Oh man, I couldn't agree more. Chat, what is up, guys? Good to see everybody. We're excited. Yeah, it's a crazy feeling to be back in this fire, we like to call it, going from running these events to having that little break and now getting back to that rhythm and everything. But really, like we talked about, there's so much more past just this one event. It really is that full league and that full structure that we're putting behind this for not only the fans, but the athletes and everybody else getting involved. So I think really kind of just being back in that fire, being back in that mix is what's most exciting for me. This is, again, what we live for. This is what we've been doing our entire life. So to get back to it, we're excited and ready to go. We're ready to go. And Caitlin, I think we got something special for the chat today too. What do we got going on there?
We do. We have a few giveaways going on, as always, but stick around to the end. We're trying to see who's intriguing, bringing intriguing questions into the chat, and kind of at the end, we will pick some winners. So stay with us. But over the weekend, I think we had a battle drop. Jacob Pinto, it's his first 1v1 return since 2017. And he will be battling Kazuki, who's one of the best trickers out of Japan, top 10 tricker. And I think this is going to be an unbelievable matchup. Anytime I see Jacob Pinto out there, I'm rooting for him. Kazuki seems like he throws some amazing tricks, so this is going to be awesome. Maguire, how did this matchup necessarily come together?
Chat, I'm telling you, this might be battle of the night. All said and done, both of these athletes are stone killers when it comes to the battle floor. They're both battlers at heart, and I think a lot of people were shocked. I think a lot of people were caught off guard seeing not that Kazuki's taking this match, but that Jacob is taking this match because he hasn't been on the 1v1 battle floor in so long. And this is a statement battle. And I think something for everybody to know on the chat and just watching, Jacob picked this battle. This was something Jacob said, I want this match. I want to get back into the 1v1 scene, and I want to do it with a bang. And, I think this battle is going to be nothing but fireworks. And honestly, this might be one of the top battles of the night, might win battle of the night. It's going to be exciting. Jimmy, I don't know how you feel, man, but I get goosebumps thinking of this one already.
Man, when this one first was starting to come together, I was blown away just because.
2 rounds. Pinto is speaking real quick.
Oh,
2
man.
rounds.
Look at that.
It. 2.
Well, that tells you his confidence going into this, which is interesting because, a lot of the feedback we've gotten from this battle, and it's probably due to a little bit of hiatus, is that Jacob is the underdog in this match. And obviously his confidence is through the roof. And one thing with Jacob, when he is on the mat, it's 10 out of 10. It's a light show. He is a performer. He's a killer. So to me, the question is going to be, can Kazuki get up to that level of performance, that battle mentality when they hit the mat together?
For sure. Definitely excited. It's interesting because both of these gentlemen are so talented, and it's interesting to hear that Pinto is the underdog. But clearly, he's been training. If he's saying 2 rounds, I mean, clearly there's some fire behind that comment. So I'm pretty excited to see that. But Maguire, what other matches do we have in store?
Yeah, and one more thing on that, and I know Jacob's not. But no one's going to take Kazuki lightly. I mean, he had his 2022 adrenaline debut and he killed it. He was a highlight of the night. He put on a show. He's a battler at heart as well. So again, this matchup is one for the community, but it's one for everyone to watch. So it's going to be exciting. And to that point, we got a lot of exciting battles. I think that's one of the most exciting parts of our job is putting together these head-to-head competitions. Not, hey, there's 16 guys going at it. Who knows how it's going to fall through? Can always be a little different every event. Knowing this is the match we're going to see, and we get to get excited about it today, and we get this whole buildup. That's what I'm super excited about, and that's what we got with every single battle coming out. Every single battles we're going to know in advance. We're going to be able to prep for it. The audience is going to be ready for it. And then the most exciting part is what happens after this event based on who wins, who loses, what's it look like in the power rankings, and knowing what storylines are getting set for event 2. So a lot of hype battles coming through. I don't want to give too many away, but I do know one thing. We will have a battle dropping on this live show today.
Let's go.
Ooh. All right. I'm pretty pumped for this. This is gonna be crazy. Ooh, a schedule. Jimmy?
Yeah, let's run through the schedule for anyone that missed it, hasn't seen us posting about it. Again, this is an entirely free event. All these activation seminars, experiences are free for the tricking community, but it starts Friday. We're kicking it off early with an open pro workout. The pros are going to be hitting the floor, getting warmed up in the casino at Resorts World, and it's going to be an amazing show to come and check out. Following that's going to be the press conference and meet and greet. Come interact with the pros before they get ready to battle on Saturday. Following that, we're going to be hitting the mat. So we're having a tricking seminar with Boy Yang and his student all the way from China, and they're going to be hitting an awesome seminar. I mean, their technique is next level. Anytime I look at them trick, it's just 10 out of 10 tech. So to have that experience, and again, it's a free experience, is going to be a pretty amazing thing. And then following that, it's going to be an open session. We're going to be doing scouting. If you think you should be battling at this event, come hit the floor at the open session, because that's where we're going to find the people we want for the next event and the next event. And as we scale this thing, have more battles, have bigger cards, we need more amazing talent. So come for that scouting session. Cutoff is at 11:30. We'll see. Maybe it extends if it starts to get a little bit crazy. Then Saturday is the show day. We're kicking it off with a quick keynote where we're going to be answering questions from the community, talking about the league, what it means, all the benefits to that. And then a seminar from no other than Alex D. It's going to be the most style-based seminar of all time. He's the man. I cannot wait for that one. And then another open session before doors opening at 6 p.m. for the 7 p.m. Adrenaline Tricking League inaugural event. So it's going to be a jam-packed weekend. Fun.
This is awesome. I think the things I'm most obviously excited for are the battles, right? There's just some crazy matchups that I don't think people are ready for. But also our partner Resort World. This hotel is absolutely stunning. There's so much to do within the resort itself, plus our event, win-win. So I'm super excited. Maguire, what are you thinking?
Yeah, guys. I mean, Jimmy hit the nail in the coffin there. Obviously, we're all excited. The battles are going to be crazy again. We've only dropped, I think 3 are out. We're dropping number 4 today. We got another 5 after that for you guys. It's going to be a action-packed battle night. But again, one of the most things I'm most excited about is this scouting session. We are looking actively for new talent. And like I mentioned on last time, Instagram's great. Social media is great. We love watching clips, but getting to meet you guys live in person, seeing you live in person, do your thing, that's what we're most excited about. We want to see how you do live with those big, bright lights on you. That's what we're most excited about. Because again, this isn't just one event that we're building up to. It's what's going on in the future from here on out. So there's going to be a lot of fun stuff for you guys going on. Seminars, Jimmy tapped on it. I mean, doesn't get better than that. So yeah, we're excited. It's going to be a great weekend, and I can't say more than come enjoy. It's free.
Sweet. All right. Well, that's our schedule. We are all looking forward to it. Obviously, if you guys have any questions or from our chat about any of this going on, please don't hesitate to ask. But moving forward, we are going to take some questions from the chat. This always gets fun. So, everybody, type, and then we'll have a few here on the screen and we will have a quick little chat. And then again, just a reminder, stay on till the end because that's where we will be picking our t-shirt giveaway and maybe a few other things. We'll see. We won't tell you, but yeah, stay tuned. All right, let's see if we get any good questions. In the meantime, I do have to bring up that Jacob Pinto says that Resort World has the best beds and pillows. So clearly, for a good night's sleep before the battle, we have to touch on that. Everyone needs a good night's sleep, right? All right, let's see. Any good questions coming?
One thing to call out too, our winner from last week, Ryan, I see in the chat. I know we were trying to reach out to you to give you your free shirt. So if you want, if you
Oh,
don't have an email link to your account, hit the contact at Adrenaline email, and we'll make sure to get that to you.
yeah, I
Love it.
see him on here. Love it, love it. Any fun questions?
Man, Pinto's just going
Oh,
off in the
I
chat.
was trying to get to.
Who is, I think that's something too that's exciting. Jacob just said, who am I cooking next? I think something that's really exciting is, again, what's next is right around the corner. I think, and that's something we're going to talk about more and more as we build up to this event, is what's next is right around the corner. And we don't have to wait a year to see Jacob next. We're going to see him again in a few months after this based on these outcomes. So it's going to be exciting, but I know we do have a special guest hopping in.
Oh,
Battle floor.
There he is.
oh, he's with us.
Hello.
Welcome, Ethan. How you
Pleasure,
feeling?
pleasure to be on with you all. Feeling pretty good. Excited for this next month.
We are super excited to have you. A few things we kind of want to know, like how you feeling for the event, and I guess on top of that, how crazy is it that Adrenaline Tricking League is throwing a free event for trickers to come to? Like, have you ever heard of this before?
Yeah, I think we've definitely, seen some community thrown events for free, which I've always loved going to. And I think this is just a crazy scale to throw a free event for. And that in and of itself is, I think, novel. And I think that it would be a really good opportunity to have a chance at making tricking a spectator sport in this sense. And so I think that, we've been wanting to see the competitive side grow and see the spectator side of tricking grow. And this is, I think, a good opportunity to do that, with this team. So I am really excited. And I think that, yeah, like you said, it will be free. So I hope that, everyone will pull up and, experience what we can put together for this first run in the league. So I think it should be really exciting.
100%, man. You hit on it. I mean, I think that's something that's really exciting with our partner Resorts World, and as we grow, is growing that spectator side. Because, you and me have had so many conversations about like anyone that watches tricking, especially in person, is just like, that's crazy, right? You're not, no one's, they're like, how are you doing this? Like, they think you're almost doing like a magic trick on them because they don't expect it often, especially when, you see gymnastics, you see it on the floor, but tricking, I mean, you guys, you more than anybody, quite literally do it everywhere, right? So I think that ability of showing a mass audience is going to be really exciting. And, as an athlete, kind of moving forward as we get going here, what does this mean knowing, too, it's not only just this one event, but having this kind of ongoing steady pace of competition? How does that change, I guess, how you're prepping for battles and things like that?
Given the difference in the nature of the battles, it does change how you would, I think, approach, conditioning and preparing for, a single match where you're given the person's identity long beforehand allows you to prepare, specific combos, and maybe you can take upon some certain type of training that would be maybe more beneficial, in comparison to maybe a more commonly established system of like doing brackets right now, which is a lot of stamina training as well. So, I mean, there's still a difference in the fact that it's not past battles, it's timed battles. So I think that we would have to train a little bit differently, even in planning the combos there, because there is a little bit more spontaneity and a little bit more responsive qualities in that, and that you are just using the time, I think, a little bit more to kind of play off of what the other person is doing. I think that, I am usually doing a lot of past battles, so it'll be interesting to see how, I have to change my training up a little bit to, perform the best that I can in the framework that I'm given. And then I think that it should be, a really, really interesting experience to, battle again on under the big lights on the stage with the whoever my competitor will be, I think, like really, really interesting. It should be fun. And I think that the others, will probably feel the same, and that it is a very unique experience, preparing for a title fight rather than like a bracket, because of the difference in the framework of the system, and that it's time battles, and it is only one battle versus passes and up to 5 battles.
Mhm.
So I think that it should be interesting. It was really fun to do it a few years ago. So I'm excited to see how the system will get mapped out this year, and to participate in the league. I think should be fun.
Well, you said it's that dialogue, right? And I think that's one of the most unique parts about the head to head, and especially the timed battles, is you have that dialogue with your opponent in a way that is so exciting for an audience member to be able to watch that response in real time. You may get halfway through your battle and throw everything out the window. And I think it's that level of strategy that makes tricking a sport in this sense compared to when you're just kind of tricking and doing open sessions, everything along those lines. But you mentioned the big bright lights, and you did compete and did really well at your adrenaline debut and then the second time around. Talk about that. What is it like battling with the big audience under those bright lights, knowing there's tons of cameras on you?
So yeah, similar to other like I think like really like big like night shows that I participated in, and just like having these big lights on you. Like whenever you're stepping on the floor, it is like a different sense of, you're putting your training to the test, and that the tricks that you do, you better, ideally land them, but that you are, you're really just putting it all to the test. Your margin for error is, pretty slim to none. You can't afford to mess up. You've got to, have a strategy that balances safety, and also balances, the absolute best of your arsenal. And I think that, um, yeah, whenever you're getting up there, it's always, different every time, with the lights, the energy in the room. But it's usually invigorating. Maybe any nerves that I have, I feel like, once I'm on the floor, then it just feels like I'm at home again, ready to trick, and ready to kind of do my thing. And I feel like others may feel the same. But yeah, for me, it is always, definitely at least a different experience from just going to your normal session, because it is a very dramatic and intense atmosphere. And being able to compete and perform under the circumstances can sometimes be very nerve wracking, for sure.
And
Yeah,
that's the right way to
totally.
go about it.
Well, I was gonna say, but you thrive on that stage, man. Those bright lights. So we're excited, and I'll kick it to Caitlin. But we got, I think, your battle ready to go.
Oh, no way.
All right. Well, thank you, Ethan, for everything. I'm sure the chat loved hearing kind of your preparation and kind of what it's like under those bright lights. I know I'm truly excited to watch you, as always. But let's announce who you're battling.
Daisuke Takahashi! Ethan Turner!
No way. Daisuke's a legend. That'll be sick.
Goosebumps.
Yeah,
Ethan
he's
murdered Daisuke.
I
Ethan, how
think
are
his
you
such
feeling?
a
What's your reaction?
I think he has a such a creative style with a lot of like fire behind his tricking. I think he'd be like a firebender maybe. You know, like if we had to choose all the nations and things, just like I'm an Avatar fan, you know. But like, yeah, he's moves very fast, has a lot of power and speed behind his tricking, and I've always enjoyed his creativity and composition. I think he's very well respected for that, and I think that I do love Daisuke. He's such a nice guy, and I'm excited to get to throw down with him and to see him again. It'll be really really nice to put our tricks to the test against each other and see who can win it on the day. I think it'll be. I'm super excited.
Love it. Love it. No, I mean,
Alexander is also hyped, as we see in the comment section here. I'm sure everyone is going crazy over this matchup. Hey, Maguire, talk about the creativity maybe between both of these athletes.
yeah, I know. I mean, you said it, Ethan. He's a legend in the sport. He's been around since 2017, really putting a stamp on the scene and has been killing it ever since. So I think both of you guys being at such a high level right now in tricking. And one thing I think you guys have such a unique style, both of you, and your own perspectives. You guys aren't really the same. You both have your own unique style and the way you put your tricks and combos together. And I love what you said of just like you're pretty much sharing the floor with them for that time. And it's going to just be fireworks, man. It's going to be crazy seeing you guys go back and forth. You guys both have such a fun style. And I think it's going to be a crowd pleaser. And yeah, I'm pumped for this matchup. I think it can go either way and it's going to be a great time.
Yeah, no, I think it should be sick. I think that the way that we can play off of each other is something I'm really interested in seeing because with him, his composition is like always like one of my favorites to watch because of how diverse and I think interesting his combos are to watch. You never really know where it's going to go, and I think that the arsenal that he has and the transitions he can utilize just make it very fun to watch, and I think it'll be very interesting to have to respond to a lot of these combos. Never had to respond to someone. I think that is maybe similarly. Other most creative person I've battled is like Will Coney's. Love Will. He's such a crazy battler, and then it's like, yeah, I think like in a similar sense of just like unpredictable combo style, like Daisuke has just like such a wide arsenal. So I'm very, very interested to, see how that will play out. And I'm honored to have the opportunity to battle such a well-respected tricker.
Will was such a good comp because it's that unpredictability that I think
Yeah.
Daisuke also brings, right?
Yeah.
He can hit a big trick. He can hit a really fast combo. He can respond really fast and put you back on your toes quickly. So without giving away the secret sauce, what would be like your initial strategy, first glance, looking into this?
I think that probably playing off of that creativity as well. Would want to showcase that I have a wide arsenal of transitions and unexpected I think combos as well. So training to showcase some of the less common like tropes that we see in tricking and that I can reflect in my style and in my arsenal, putting together some like rather unique combinations that I feel like I bring to the table a bit differently than others. And so trying to as well just make everything look as easy and as fluid as possible. That's been my game lately, is just trying to make the execution and everything feel really, really nice and to make every trick be the best that it could. So I think a combination of execution, flow, and creativity topped off with your classic exclamation point, classic power finisher. Hopefully I think that this will be a good strategy to battle someone like this. So I'll try and utilize lots of power to finish, but yeah, lots of flow, creativity, and execution. Trying to take the bits of my arsenal and the tricks that I know how to do that maybe aren't as popular and that I know that I can do to the best of my ability.
No doubt.
For sure. Because you talk about, like, we've talked about this, knowing who you're going to battle ahead of time, where that's different than, back then with brackets and things and it being so unpredictable. And I think it's kind of cool that you guys have similar yet really different creativity. So it kind of really intrigues the audience. But we've, kind of heard you talking about your stamina you're working at and things like that. But what about your mindset going in? Is there anything you're doing differently to prepare here versus in a bracket versus bracket battle?
I think because it specifically is Daisuke, I think maybe I will learn and try to incorporate just like other new elements because he has like a lot of I think good groundwork and just really obscure variations and transitions that, like you said, his creativity is a slight different flavor than mine. I don't think that I'm creative in the same ways that he is, and I think that this will be one way that we can kind of put that to the test, and like who has like the cooler type of weird on that day, because I think that this was a fun matchup for this reason specifically, is to kind of put it to the test. As like, I'm almost less interested in trying to throw like like quads on it and make it more so about like creativity and trying to make interesting combos, because that has always been the part of tricking that's interested me the most, is having an arsenal of tricks that you can put together in ways that are always novel and are always interesting, because I mean, that's just my era of tricking. That's just like what I grew up watching and what I really enjoy and what I want to reflect in my training and what I want to push forward in my tricking. And so I think kind of tackling it from that approach.
Oh, dude, you said it best there. Oh, well, real quick, Jacob's prediction. I got Ethan round 2. Boom. There's the prediction from Jacob Pinto on the battle. But one thing, Team America's got you there. But one thing you said, Matt, I loved is like, it's like a different style of weird. And I think something you and me have talked about so much offline about is like how just tricking is so unique in that sense of like your style. Like, think about it. Like, when you think of like other sports, it's like there's not really style is not really a thing. It's kind of like, okay, I do my move and can you do the same moves? But in tricking, it's like we could do the exact same combo, but because my style is different, it's going to look different. And I love you saying that about how your style is almost a different kind of weird and a different kind of creativity, because even if you
Certainly.
guys are the same moves, it's crazy.
Bring
I
back
really
style
do
and
think that
execution.
these types of like styles become so signature, and that to even say it is your signature, you could silhouette, I mean, pretty much any tricker, and I think that you'd be able to realize who it is pretty fast, given that the distinct way that everyone moves. I always like to, you know, relate tricking to, if it's an art form and the floor is the canvas, then everyone's body is distinct in the fact that it's their paintbrush. Nobody's body is exactly the same. And so to a degree, it is the beauty in tricking, is that, my cork isn't going to look like your cork, and that you want to make your cork as distinct to you as, you can. Cork is maybe just such a base trick that like there is so much variation that you can play with it and have fun with. And so I think that, even at the lowest level, you can, customize and, express yourself with every, step of every single trick. And so that's what I've always found to be the most interesting and the most, unique part about tricking, is that, it really does encourage that freestyle movement. It really does encourage that self-expression, and that it's celebrated to be, an individual rather than to try and to copy something else.
Well, thank you. I think you've put it so well. It's been so nice talking to you. And I think the audience, I know the three of us sitting here are super excited to welcome you back to the mat and seeing you battle. This is going to be an amazing, amazing night. I don't think the audience is even ready. And we have so much more to announce coming up. So again, we will see you in Las Vegas, Resort World, November 14th, 15th. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you so much, guys. Super excited. I'll see you all soon.
See you
Thanks,
soon, bro.
Ethan. You're gonna
Bye,
crush it.
Ethan.
Man, that's an exciting matchup, guys. I am so excited because Ethan, one thing I want to talk about Ethan real quick. Not only, I mean, this guy's been killing it. I mean, he's really come on the scene, I would say since 2018, 19, and then just put a stamp on the scene. I mean, he's been killing it forever now. But I think seeing Ethan battle in a head-to-head competition where he's preparing for it, he knows who he's battling, it's just going to be really exciting. It's going to be really, really entertaining for the crowd, because you can already tell his mind is spinning knowing his matchup. And, I loved hearing like, hey, I'm not going to just go out there and throw quads and beat him. Almost like looking at his opponent and analyzing what his opponent's doing. And like what we've always talked about, really, what is tricking in a battle form? It's like, what can you do and what can I do better? Right. And I think having that approach is going to be really unique to see. And, I'm excited not only to see him on the battle floor, but have him at an event. He is one of the best people you can have at events. So we're excited to see him there.
It's that energy
I
he
think
brings to the floor too. Absolutely. And I think that's what's exciting to me about this one is everyone forgets at what high level Daisuke was at. Like just a few short years ago, he was considered one of, if not the best 1v1 battlers on the scene. Obviously, him and his brother have been extremely dominant. And unfortunately, with Reggie's injury, it's given Daisuke an opportunity to get back and focus on 1v1. So I'm excited to see what he brings to it. Because one of the things with Daisuke, Ethan kind of alluded to it with the Will Coney's comp. He is so unpredictable. He may come out and do a move he's never even posted on social before, just because that's kind of his approach to battle. He wants to throw off his opponent, and he's going to come out there, I think, hitting pretty hard in the first round.
Definitely. I think for me, I love the creativity. I just think watching that tease that we saw of them, which I'm sure they've improved light years since already. Um, just seeing the creativity and like the groundwork and just the differentness of both of them, creative yet different, which I'm really excited to see. And yeah, Ethan talking about quads, like, what? What? This is going to be insane. All right. Next, are you guys ready?
I think he's gonna do this exact same bags of tricks. I know for sure he will be gainer switch, triple cork, or he will do aerial front swing, gainer front swing. It's just Mike in a nutshell. Him doing new stuff? No, I don't think so. No.
There he is.
All right, Alexander Andersen, all the way from Norway, #1 contender, top tricker in the world. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you. Thank you for having me. That was a great intro. I love that.
You were
We gotta
wilding,
keep it
bro.
spicy. We gotta keep it spicy on Adrenaline Live. Jimmy?
Yeah, 100%.
Well, how you feeling right now, man? I mean, I know you just got back from Vegas from the promo, and we're a short month away from this battle, bro. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. Body feels great. Been putting in my training, working on my stamina as well as explosiveness. I feel more focused and I feel hungrier than ever to do this battle. So coming in with a clean mindset and knowing what I'm supposed to do is I'm feeling great, man. Yeah.
What are you doing for that stamina? You mentioned you're working your stamina and conditioning. What are you doing for it?
So right now I run like jogging. So I run on a treadmill and try to go in between 2.5 miles to 4 miles, and then I do intervals after, and then I do full on sprinting 10 seconds. I do 10 seconds here. I know Mike is here. Bro, just do your notes. Get ready with that. I'll let you in on my training plan just for you to know what you should also do. But maybe get your sprints up and know how to be explosive as much as you can whenever you can. And yeah, I really work with the small details that I felt like I was lacking a little bit from last time because I didn't have the full time to focus only on the training aspect as well as the battle uh, setup that I wanted to do. So yeah, I feel more to do that part now than I did last time. Yeah.
And I want to just bring that up real quick to peek the chat behind the curtain. When we did our promo shoot for that amazing trailer you guys saw in last week's live, Alexander was sick as a dog. And that's why I brought up the stamina, because while you were sick, you were hitting quads in a crazy lighting environment. So to see you back healthy in November has got me really, really excited. So I'm pumped. I can't wait to see all this. And Maguire, I know you
Yeah.
get some more stuff from too.
And this is also something that I know. That's why I'm so more confident this time around because I'm still able to pull out like one of those tricks when I'm like completely dead. Like I was standing up, being dizzy, my nose was running, my cough. My throat was so sore. My body felt weak. I didn't have any energy at all. And coming into the cold ass room and trying to just like stay warm and like do do like still do my thing. Like this is one of the things that I always tell my students as well. Like if you're able to do it when you're tired, you're always able to do it when you're not. So I uh, kind of get that confirmation for myself that all the training that I've been putting in is also putting into work. You know what I mean?
Totally. Totally. You know, I mean, you said it. You said that this time is different. You're training different. And I know last time, you know, when people hear maybe, oh, I didn't train, it's not that you didn't train. You didn't train the way you wanted to train because, like you said, you had life things going on, things like that. And I know this time it's a complete difference. And I guess my first
Yep.
question is, this is different now. You're prepping for it. What happens that day and what happens when you win? You know, is it a trilogy? You know, are you thinking 2v2? What are you thinking?
uh, bro, I don't want to shoot out some people here, but honestly, what I think, and this is, I'm not trying to be a dickhead or trying to be rude to anyone, but you know, like Mike is a legend in the sport, and having the honor to battle him, like it's for a round two. That's even like I appreciate that, but I feel like from when I did the promo shooting in Vegas, I didn't see nothing else, but it wasn't the same Mike that I saw last time, you know. So what I'm afraid of is that the guys he feel like yes, been running the game for 22 years, and so it's like it's okay, cool, but what I'm afraid of is that he's gonna go into retirement, stop doing the battling, and like not stop like being the guy who's running the sport. But like I hope, of course, that when I win, he's up for around round three. Of course, I will give him the opportunity to go for a round three, just because I had the opportunity to go for a second round, and also it would be nice to just beat him 2-1. You know what I mean? So yeah, I feel like as long as you don't go to retirement, boy, come, I'll be ready for it. You know what I mean?
And you know, one
I
one
think,
thing to, or one
sorry,
more
go.
question for him, real quick, is just you know whether again win or lose, who are some other athletes on the roster that you will look forward to battling too? Because again, like we've been talking about, it's not going to be another year until the next event and the event after that. Who are some other
Yeah. Pinto, I got my eyes on you, man. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. I got you. You asking me who you want to battle for a second round, bro? Come on. I'll let you. Let you battle. Come on. This is one of the guys that I really want to battle. When I came up before ever having know that I wanted to or get the battle Mike, I've always looked at Pinto just because we're tricking the same way, and it could be a fun matchup. You know what I mean? I don't want you. I let you come to me. It's all right, bro. It's all right.
Oh
I
man.
give you the opportunity, man. I give you the opportunity. Stop acting big. But it will be
All
fun.
right. So,
I really want
Pin,
to. I would like to. I would like maybe I'll get him, or maybe hmm, I don't know. Maybe one of the Chinese or the Japanese guys could be a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's so cool that we have so much talent, Alexander, including yourself. And, talking about Guthrie, we obviously had him on the stream last week, which we know you were there in the chat with us. How did you take that? How did you take his responses and kind of what he said and his mindset leading up to it? Was there anything that stuck out to you specifically?
You know, it's wait, hold up. Toasty Rexy. Pinto, you know, Red Bull fucking it went down before I even had a chance to come up to it. You know, if it was still there, I'll be there. But leave that. Um, the thing is that
We'll get
yo,
back
I
to
gotta
him.
say this. Yeah, I gotta say this. But um, when I was watching the stream, it was lagging so much, and also I was out. I like just because I really wanted to see this the live and everything, see how it all turned up, and then I saw him being. I didn't even know that we were gonna have guests there, you know. So then when I saw him coming up there as a guest, I was like, whoa. okay. And obviously I knew that something was coming here and there. It's gonna be something this, something that, and I was like, luckily for him, I couldn't respond there and then because it was lagging so much that I couldn't barely hear what he said. I was rewatching it after, and it's what stood out the most for me is that when he said that if you have to train before the preparation of the battle, you haven't trained enough. That's the most I've ever heard. Have you seen any athlete around the whole world that doesn't prepare for their battle? Like, doesn't do this or doesn't do that or train this or train that. Like, you'd be delusional if you're saying that if you haven't trained enough, then you haven't prepared whatever, whatever. I was like, it's really, really shocking to me. And also, he constantly complaining that he's all this, all that, and I'm like, bro, look at Steph. He's 37. Look at LeBron James. He's 41. Like, it's, bro, come on, bro. As long as you just do your fucking conditioning, like Ronaldo, example, bro. One of the best athletes around the world. Like the way they are conditioning, the way they're taking care of their body, constantly doing this, trying to get better every single day than it was yesterday. Like that's just how to be a professional athlete as well as being a top athlete in any sports. So it was a little sad, and that's also why I'm afraid that he will go hide in retirement. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? I'm still gonna do me, and I'm still stay top.
That's the
Definitely.
shift, right?
Well, yeah.
That's the
Go ahead,
shift we're
Jimmy.
seeing in the sport. It is now like a professional sport. You have to do that training. You have to do these things to give yourself just the slightest edge against your opponent. I mean, you're talking about one of the best trickers in the world. And during the entire card, it's one of the best trickers in the world versus another one of the best trickers in the world. Every single battle. So anything you can do to give yourself that edge mentally, physically, is the right way, in my opinion, to be going about it. And, just talking to you and
Exactly.
kind of seeing you at the promo shoot, I feel like you're in an amazing space, and I can't wait to watch you just take the floor.
Thank you, thank you. No, I'm really preparing for this, and I feel good, strong. I feel focused, and I feel like that's the main thing that I can do to prepare for this battle. Just fucking believe in myself, telling myself, manifesting it, and visualizing it, and can't do nothing else until November 15th.
I definitely think we are ready. I think we have some B-roll footage maybe that we're gonna roll. Is
I
that
already know Alexander's in the chat 'cause he's got nothing better else to do. But um,
What'd you think,
the
Mike?
story of living rent free in Alexander's head. All he wants is to be me, to have that redemption, to redeem that match that he feels he got robbed in. Take that up with the judges, buddy. No, that's not my problem. I haven't thought a day
I'm
about it in my life since then.
Wait, what?
That's from
Wait.
last week's live show. How do you feel just
Yeah,
seeing
yeah,
the
yeah,
way
yeah.
he's kind of going into it?
Bro, it's whatever. I'll let you know this though, and I didn't know like in any sport that or any judging panel that I have been a part of or whatever. It's in my opinion, I've never seen a 2-1 goes to a tie, and that's kind of shocked me off and caught me off guard a little bit. So I have to reconstruct the whole round two, which I'm not trying to put that as an excuse, but me not knowing about all the complete rules of how I was supposed to, how the judging was put, and et cetera. I was really upset, and I also think that that also affected me in a way where I lost my focus a little bit because I really felt that I had the upper hand on the first round, and then I had to go to the mid round, and then on the second, obviously he won the tie, and that was hands down. I'm not saying nothing there. Second round, I was on the upper hand, and then I injured myself, and then he constantly saying, "Yeah, you quit on yourself, this and that." When we had the shoot, and I was like, "Bro, this is the difference. Like, I'm thinking about the future of what I'm able to do for next one or the next years, and I'm just trying to imagine myself that if I were to go trying something and I'm having an injury and then just smashed it more, I might have to go to a surgery, or I might have to stop out for a longer time. And I'm just trying to be smart about it and be professional as well. So I knew that I had to listen to my body, and I always said that to myself anytime that I had anything, that always listen to your body. And if your body tells you to, or feels like it can't keep going, then you stop, and then be an adult about it, and not like, oh, I'm quitting on myself, or oh, I gave up, or this or that. It's just a
Well,
bullshit to me, honestly.
let's talk about that for a second, because I think Maguire, this is something we as a league are tackling head on, right? That consistency in judging, the consistency in the rules, because for us, it is a super majority. You need a super majority to win that specific round. But for you as an athlete, that emotional roller coaster of, man, I have to go to an overtime for that. That is a real thing. And to your point, you said it threw you off. So Maguire, I mean, if you want to chime in for just the way we're tackling that as a league too.
Totally, totally. And something, just hearing both Alexander and then Michael from last week, what I hear is you guys are both taking this really serious. And that's what we want. This league is all about putting the best to best head to head and giving you guys that career opportunity to move forward. Giving you guys, there's a lot more on the line this time than there was last time in a lot of different avenues, right? Not even just money, but tons of other things. And now having all of those different things kind of add up, and knowing it's a rematch, I think there's a lot of pressure and a lot of weight on both your guys' shoulders. And, I think that's what's most exciting about the league right now is we have not only what we're doing with the battles, but what we're doing with the judging system. Because something that we've noticed is tricking is, again, it's a movement, it's an artistic sport. So having 5 people up there that are judging off different things doesn't work. So having our own system that every judge is being certified in, and the athletes knowing what that system is, the athletes being able to understand what the judges are judging on, I think is not only going to create better competition, but it's going to give everybody a little bit more understanding of why one round goes one way or a round goes the other way. And as we move forward, as a league, we do the same thing. You see the NBA, the NFL, UFC, X Games, you name it. There's always got to be room for conversation about a win or a lose. It's our job as a league to tidy that gap as much as possible, to make it feel as fair as possible. There'll always be that controversy that's never going to go away, but it's our job to keep that gap as tight as possible and to continue to progress the rules as the sport progresses.
Word. No, I like that. I really like that, and that's what one of the things that I really appreciate that you guys are doing with turning this into a league as well. Like, you really professionalized it, and you're really trying to make this uh, a living dream for a lot of us. Like, I know for a fact most of the triggers that is even watching here all wants to, like, just live out of it, like, like, be able to just make a living out of it. If there's shows, if there's battles, if there's seminars or teaching, is like the main goal for every trigger, I feel like, is to make a living out of it, and be able to do love, what I mean. So I really appreciate everything that you guys are doing for the sport.
All right, we have one last comment coming in from Jacob Pinto, and I'm trying to read it. Uh-oh, it went away. Oh, there it went. I'm just putting it out there. Andersen is better ending it in 2 if he can, but if you get Mike in 3 or 4 in the 3rd or 4th round, Andersen is done.
And that's
Huh.
I'll leave that to let Pinto believe that, because for like, whatever he has to say, whatever makes him sleep at night, that's all good. But, like, I know that I'll be able to have my stamina, and be easily ready for the round 3 and round 4. Of course, it's gonna be a fun one, but, like, that's also one of the reasons why I'm putting in that extra training for my stamina, as well as being explosive as well on the first round and the third round and the fourth round. Because what I see is that if it goes to a third round, sure, I do believe I'll be able to end it in 2. But if it goes to a third round, or if it goes to a fourth round, it'll be fine. Yeah, it'll be fine.
I love that. I love to hear just kind of your preparation, your mindset going into it. Your professionalism is absolutely fantastic. So we appreciate that as well. And we are super excited for next week to possibly hear from Jacob Pinto himself. So that will be fun. Well, Alexander, thank you so much for being on the show with us today. We look forward to watching you November 5th, Las Vegas Resort World. It is going to be a pleasure. Thank you again, and we will see you soon.
Thank you so much, guys, for having me. I appreciate everything. And yeah, just stay cool, stay alive, and let's do this. November 15th, here we go.
See you soon. Wow. Wow, guys. This is fun. This is awesome. I feel like our guests so far have just brought so much to our chat members just to kind of see. And even for us, I feel like we're learning a lot along the way, which I know for you too. You guys talk to a lot of these athletes all the time. So I feel like I'm with the audience getting these little tidbits along the way, which is super fun and exciting. But main battle, Guthrie versus Alexander. Things are heating up, the tension. Jimmy, how do you feel about everything so far?
Well, to your point earlier, I think it's really cool having every single athlete as we get closer and closer to the event on here because you get to see every athlete has a little bit unique of a perspective about their battle. Their personality is going to, I think, dictate how they perform as well. And for Alexander, I mean, I've never seen him this locked in since like 2015 when he looked unbelievable. And I think he's just at a level right now where it doesn't matter if he wins, loses, or draws. I know he's going to go out there and kill it. I can see it in his eyes, the way he's talking about the battle, the way he's training for the battle. I think he's going to push Mike in a way that Mike has never been pushed before, and we're going to get a pretty amazing battle on November 15th.
For sure. I think kind of like he said, what I liked is that these are athletes, right? The Adrenaline Tricking League is formation of athletes, and it takes more than just going out there and throwing some tricks, right? They have to prepare their tricks, but they have to prepare their stamina, and then the mindset. You get out there on this big stage with bright lights and there's just so much happening. It's like, can you keep your composure? Can you land your tricks as well on the mat with the judges like you do at home? So I think there's a lot that maybe the audience on the outside sometimes doesn't see looking in. They just see these big flying moves, but they don't see the preparation. So I think this live is really cool for people to kind of dive into their day-to-day lives on what's going on as they prepare for these huge battles. But Maguire, any other thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, one quick thing. It was really unique having both Ethan on the show and Alexander and hearing both of their perspectives as we're moving forward into this event because, I think that's the most exciting part is this league is the best athletes from not the United States or one country. It's all around the world. It really is. It's the best athletes from around the world. They have different cultures. They have different lifestyles. So it's hearing how they are taking this, how they're preparing for this. I mean, it's really unique, like you said, to get everyone's direct concept and ideas as they're moving forward. I mean, I love just hearing both of them talk about how they're prepping, how they're feeling, how excited they are about the league of itself. And then, the main battle, of course. I mean, I have never seen both Michael and Alexander this much of in a zone. And again, there are so many factors that are getting put into this one. And knowing that this is the first of many events to kick off this league, and really who's going to start with the belt around their waist is what's about to happen November 14th, 15th, Resorts World Las Vegas. And I can't wait. I mean, I literally get goosebumps every time I'm seeing these guys talk, seeing these guys prep, seeing any interactions because they're both wearing their hearts on their sleeve right now. And I think that's what we're seeing. We're seeing that this isn't some, hey, we're going to go have a fun battle exhibition. It is what it is. This is their career. This is their life. This is what they've trained everything for. And we're seeing that firsthand from both of them on this lead up to Vegas.
I think you said it perfectly. Just for our chat, if you have any questions coming, we're about to read them. But first, I read this message from Jacob Pinto. And he said, and I just want to put it out there that I rock with Andersen and it's all for the sport, respect, which again, we love that. Thank you, Pinto. We love the hype. We love the tension. We love the pre-battle words, but we also love the professionalism, right? Athletes are athletes, just like we touched on with LeBron and Curry and all these, there's so many athletes to even name, right? But a level of professionalism within, I appreciate that. And I know you guys do as
No, I
well.
mean,
But
it's
go
without
ahead.
a doubt that they all respect each other because you don't get to this level without that. You don't compete against these guys without that level of respect. I mean, no matter how much you want to win and whoever's on the other side, again, these are the best athletes in the world. It's nothing but respect. We see it every time in an NBA game 7 finals. It's got to get heated. But when that moment's done, we're going to see hands shaken and it's going to be a great night.
Definitely. All right. Well, from our chat, if we have any questions, I know I saw one earlier. I'm going to read this one off. This is from David Alexander Hull, and he said, "Will you guys make a documentary of the Trickers?"
Absolutely. A lot of what we're doing is just bringing the visibility to tricking, telling the stories of tricking. So you're going to see now more than ever a lot of those behind the scenes moments, capturing what it is like for the athletes going into the battle, going out of the battle. It's the high highs of winning and the low, gut wrenching lows of losing, right? And I think that's something that tricking's never really had, that emotional storytelling going into and out of the battle. So 100% the storytelling and kind of the docu-series style is a big part of what we're doing going into and leading out of the battles.
Amazing. I mean, I think that's super cool because, again, we're just going to get to learn more and more about these athletes. And as the league continues, you're going to get to hear more about their lives and kind of the processes they go through. Obviously, none of them want to say too much to knowing that their other battle opponent is on the other side listening in, but it is fun to hear and get to learn. And then obviously, after the battles, we can ask more into, what went on. So we're super excited for that. But Jimmy, some preview to next week?
Yeah, we've got something really special for you, chat. And again, if you have a buddy, a friend that didn't join the live show, you're really going to want to make sure they join next week because we are giving away something massive. Thanks to our partners at Resorts World, we're giving away 2 free room nights at Resorts World for free. If you are wanting to come to this free event, but it's a little bit hard to get here, this is going to help you. So make sure to join in next week's live show. Details will follow soon and terms apply, but we're going to be giving away 2 free room nights so you can come with your friend, your relationship, whatever it is. Come enjoy Vegas with us on November 15th. It's going to be an awesome time to experience Resorts World and experience the show in November.
I think this is super cool that our partner Resort World is giving these rooms away. I mean, guys, when I tell you this hotel is amazing. Maguire?
Oh, it is an amazing hotel. They got amazing restaurants, everything like that. Again, Viva, go there. You're going to thank me. They also got a crazy good smash burger. I'll
Viva's
be
so
lying.
good.
I've tried a lot of the restaurants, so we're excited about that. And I know we have one more chat and question from Ryan. Ryan, yes, we do still trick. I still actively trick. Obviously, not like I used to. We put a lot more time into the business, the league itself, but you know, this is something we love. We've loved this sport since we were little kids, starting in 2008, and besides injury, there hasn't been a point in my life I haven't said, like, man, I just need to go trick. I just need to get on the floor, throw some tricks. That feeling is just something that we can never replace. And it's what keeps us motivated, is still training. It's what keeps us motivated to keep tricking and is what motivates us to keep running this thing as well. So 100% we still throw down.
I could definitely attest to that. I get random videos of tricks being thrown, and they're still pretty dope. So just saying, just saying. All right. Well, I am gonna officially announce our limited edition T-shirt, and it is Anthony Curry.
Let's go.
Yay! So that shirt is pretty sick. I'm jealous, Anthony. So enjoy your T-shirt. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us on week 2 of our Adrenaline Live. Jimmy, Maguire, any finishing thoughts before we go?
No, we're excited to see you November 15th. Battles are going to continuously pour out, so stay tuned to next week's ATL Live, as well as our Instagram. Keep up to date with everything. If you haven't yet, make sure to register for the event. Tickets are going fast. We're going to be at capacity soon, so make sure to hit that register button.
Get those tickets. And not only are we having more battles drop, we're going to have the official guest list drop. There's a ton of athletes, your favorite athletes around the world that are coming that won't even be battling, but are there to throw down with you guys. They're there to session, instructional, and just honestly enjoy the weekend with you guys. So there's going to be a ton going on. Get your tickets. But yeah, we're excited for week 3.
All right, guys. See you next week. Week 3, Wednesday. Of course, we'll have giveaways, more battle announcements, all these things. Stay tuned, and thanks again for joining us. Bye for now.